Great Britain and France for a place in the Cup semi-finals. Colleen Barreto gets us underway, chasing it down. It was Paddy Kelly for GB, but the ball has gone forward, so it'll be a France feed to the scrum. La Marseillaise rings around the Ernest Vallon. We're in Toulouse, the most successful club in French rugby history, top 14 and in Europe. And they love their rugby sevens as well, but that one's gone forward off Truabal. He's the man with the pace. That's why they were trying to go to him early. Kelly in midfield to Happy Bavadra. Sepho goes in with Lojal to try and hold him up. They're going to go back for the original knock-on from Truabal, so it'll be a GB feed to the scrum this time.
GB not had huge success in quarterfinals this season. They're going to get an early crack at this one to attack off this scrum. It was a long advantage from the referee, usually specifically in sevens. Knock-on advantage doesn't last very long.
France have won 4 of 7 Cup quarterfinals on home soil, but you've got to go all the way back to 2005 in Paris for their last gold medal on the series. It's been 18 years since they won a Cup final. Oh, how they dearly love to do it today. Well, tomorrow, this weekend. This is a Cup quarterfinal. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. As you mentioned, GB having a great success at this stage of the tournament. Just 1 of 6 victories in Cup quarterfinals this series. Freddie Roddick, the captain. It's a Will Homer. Barreto arrives. He's been shoved back in the opposite direction. Rebaj was the tackle. Here's Happy Bavadra. Varian Pasquet again with the tackling duties there. Here's Ethan Waddleton. He's missed a lot of rugby sevens in the last year or so with injury. Tony Roke's head coach very pleased to have him back. The ball was intended for Femi Sofalarin. Went to deck, and here come France. Sepho. So dangerous. Jordan Sepho gets the ball to his captain Riva. Steven Perez. Rebaj now from Toulon, down on the Côte d'Azur. Cut-out ball, well, it cut out everybody. I think it was for Truabal, the number 11, but it went all the way over a sideline. Perhaps a few nerves here for France as well.
Yeah, it's nerves or just that desire to want to deliver. It can work both ways. It can draw the best from you, but it does take some management when you're coming out with the excitement, the adrenaline, driven on by this vocal, highly supportive French crowd here.
Defensive line out for GB. Barreto to feed it. Paddy Kelly wins it nicely. Roddick. Bounce ball across to Sofalarin. Tries to put a double foot step on Pasquet. Here's Waddleton again, under his own sticks. Gets away from Sepho, not Riva. Penalty, Great Britain. Not rolling away as the call. Barreto taps and goes. Bit of pace now from GB, trying to force the issue a bit. This time the cutout ball makes it for Sofalarin. Truabal with the tackle. They didn't like the way that Sofalarin leapt into the tackle there with a high arm, the local crowd. They're letting the ref know about that one. Here's Waddleton, though. Play carries on. Riva with the tackle. Penalty, Great Britain. Abby Brown watching on. Yeah, you, Abby. Hi. Great to see the GB women here supporting the fellas, and here comes Sepho trying to get round on the outside of Churubal again. He gets to his feet really well, does Churubal, trying to force the turnover. He doesn't win it, but here comes Homer for Great Britain. Again, the crowd baying for a decision from the referee. Homer almost through. Rabaj with the tackle. Roddick hits tight. This isn't it? It's tense. You'd expect nothing less from a cup quarter-final. Bavadra, Paddy Kelly, Sepho, he's represented both England and Scotland on the World Rugby Sevens series before they grouped together to form Great Britain. And another penalty against France. Referee AJ Jacobs not popular. They pick and they go quickly. Ethan Waddleton for Great Britain. 6 metres out. Sepho, one more pass. Bavadra will score for GB. Well, the crowd tell the story about how they feel about that one.
They worked and worked, held on to the ball just about in the build-up. And a simple pass down the short side to Happy Bavadra.
Abby Brown enjoyed that. Jazz Joyce on her rights.
The few supporters, well. Yeah, Emiren supporting her other half, Ethan Waddleton.
Happy Bavadra. Born in Colchester, but yep, with Fijian heritage. Moved back to Fiji in his teenage years.
You can see him there lining up at kickoff, doing that typically Fijian thing, pointing out his opposite man where he wants it, says, I'll have it. They go the other way.
GB leads 7-0 in the cup quarter-final. Churubal did well in the end, but he's under a lot of pressure. Paddy Kelly on the chase. Riva, Rabaj, Pasquet, Sepho with a little stop-go. Jordan Sepho. Stade Francais Paris scores for France Sevens in Toulouse.
And every single person in this stadium is on their feet cheering that score. It was the dummy cut and he then bounced back out. Really smart play from Jordan Sepho. Put the brakes on, stopped coming on the angle, bounced back out to his wing, and there was no one home. No one's catching him anyway.
Number 3 for the weekend for Jordan Sepho. Conversion from right in front. No problem for Riva, so we are level at half-time. We go to the break in the cup quarter-final. France 7, Great Britain 7. Little hush now around the stadium as well. It's been noisy that first half. Crowd haven't loved what they've seen, especially from the officials. Here's Pauline Riva. Now Freddie Roddick, the new GB captain. Jérôme Daré from Dax, head coach of this France team. Men's Cup quarter-final, a place in the semis against New Zealand, the prize. It's all tied up between France and Great Britain. Stefan Perez Gomez gets us back underway. He goes to the far side. Has he overcooked this? Yeah, he has. Pasquet tried to keep it in, but that's a free hit here for GB right on halfway. Roddick, this new captain in the absence of Robbie Ferguson in this GB side. To Barretto, who's captain Scotland on the series before as well. 10-metre line of France. Back to Roddick. Here's Homer. Will Homer can't get away from Rabadge. GB maintain the ball. Their highest finish is 4th at any event on the series this season. They dearly love to get into the medal rounds. Once again, loose ball. It's a bit messy. And France get the decision this time.
Time off.
Well, you wonder. Bit of pressure on the referee. More than there's a bit of pressure coming in from the GB fans this time. From my angle, and I'm pretty level with it up here, I thought they had gone backwards.
Knock on.
But France get the call. And those fine margins, 7-all in these games, is so often that's the way it goes.
Well, they were level against Fiji in their final pool game.
Time back on.
They ended up winning the group. 19-all it was. They won at 24-19. Trueba with a hat-trick. They've been in this position already today, having to find a way, France.
Sit.
Big support for them, as you'd expect. Pasquet, left foot step, and then thunders into contact. It's loose.
Back.
It's out the back, went backwards,
Back.
says the referee. Play
Hold
on.
back.
Here's Trueba from Racing 92 in Paris. That's gone forward off a GB hand.
No.
Double whistle, we know
what
what that means. Paddy Kelly's heading to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Big swing and momentum, you get the feeling, in this second half. 7-on-6, the power play for France. Logel. No one's played more rugby sevens for France than Jonathan Logel. Lovely ball to Reba. Now Trueba trying to get round Sofalarin. Almost there, trying to stay in field. Penalty France.
That's cynical.
There's going to be another yellow card for Great Britain. They've gone down to 5. This time it's
No time. Oh,
Femi
cynical.
Sofalarin.
Is that the same
He
as the
can't
last one?
believe
Yeah,
it.
that's deliberate knockdown.
7
on
on
the line. Anyone with that
5
want to play? Let's
for
go.
the best part of
Hey.
3 minutes here. It's going to be difficult now for Great Britain. Referee just says bring it back to the spot.
Just wait. Just wait.
Riva has it, the French captain. 4:30 to go. 7 each. France with 7, Great Britain with 5 players. You think they just got to put it through their hands here. Andy Timo! The go-ahead score from the 18-year-old Andy Timo. France are in front.
Well, there you have it. 2 men on the bench. France, make no mistake. This is why GB are down to 5. Femi Sofalarin on the wrong side of that. And when you're that close to your own try line, you're liable to be shown the cheese. And with an easy score in the end for Timo, but a quick score, importantly. And they'll have a fair bit of time to come against 5. It's hard playing this French team with 7, let alone 5.
Conversion doesn't make it, so 5 points the difference it remains. There you go, just under a minute for Sofalarin in the bin. Paddy Kelly's got just under 30 seconds, still 7 on 5. It's for Logel. Barretto bangs it back for GB, but he's got back Barretto and somehow kept possession, but now the counter up for France, but the decision for Great Britain, they will be grateful for that, and they will slow this down.
There is just an atmosphere coursing around this stadium. It's on edge. It's tense.
How are your nails, Tom Mitchell?
Well, they'll be non-existent in another couple of minutes, but slight relief that Paddy Kelly has come back on to bolster this GB side.
Coach!
2 wonderful days of rugby 7 so far here in Toulouse. This is the final game of day 2 of 3.
Sit! right.
France leading Great Britain 12-7. Barretto, who's been impressive in this match for Great Britain, as has the new skipper Freddie Roddick, gets up, tries to go again. Another decision goes against France. Perhaps the momentum swinging again.
Well, GB have managed that very well. Assisted by a couple of penalties. It means they're back to a full complement. They're pleased about that.
GB fans have borrowed a South African to help them support.
You got to recruit who you can in this heavily French-based crowd.
Crouch.
That's what the power play cost. One try.
Bind.
That's a good result, I think, with 5.
Yeah, they're back to 7 here. Sofalaran back out there. His father's here supporting him in Toulouse this weekend. Here's Will Homer. Gives it to Femi Sofalaran. He'll really want to make an impact now, having disappeared from the action for a couple of minutes. Barretto again. Good hands from Waddleton. Pass was at his feet. The tackle from Riva. Good defence from France so far. Homer swings it to Paddy Kelly. It is Jamie Farndale. Great to see him back on the HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series. Been out for quite a while with injury. Timo's going digging for the turnover. Crowd want a decision, nothing coming. 1 minute to go in the Cup quarter-final. France leading by 5. Roddick. What a story it would be if the new captain could find a way through for GB. Paddy Kelly. Homer. Sofalaran on Truabal. That's a fair fight, that sprint race. And what about the offload to Will Homer? Will Homer for Great Britain. He's in the corner. We are level. And the conversion could be the go-ahead score on the winning moment for GB.
Well, Femi Sofalaran, fresh after his 2-minute break in the sin bin, creating a bit of magic, lifts it to Will Homer, who's got gas to burn, and I tell you who's going to be taking the kick. It's the skipper.
Yep.
Well, here he is, the captain of Great Britain, his first tournament as skipper, Freddie Roddick, to win it for Great Britain. It just doesn't get there. We are level at 12 each. We will have a restart. If it's 12 all after regulation, we go to sudden golden point.
Huge. A young side, a lot of inexperience been brought in for it. Get game time, and they're in a last play scenario against the home side.
William Eraguha is out there for France. He's come up with winning moments before. That hasn't gone the 10. That's an unforced error, so this is an opportunity now for France. The frustration on the face of Kalim Barretto.
You tend to get one shot in these scenarios, and that might have been it for GB. And worryingly on the ball is a guy who loves to score a winner, William Eragua.
He did it in Hong Kong. This kind of situation. Jonathan Logel, all that experience. Out the back to his captain, Riva. Pasquet puts his head down. There's the go forward. The Toulouse crowd willing on Le Bleu here. Eraguha. He's got Andy Timo with him. Eraguha holds on. Gets up, goes again, plays it. Advantage France. Rebage under the attentions of Waddleton. It's a penalty to France. The crowd get what they want. Rebage goes quickly. Here's Eraguha. Andy Timo looking for the winning moment for France. Roddick going in for the steal for Great Britain. Logel's there. They've got a huge lineup to the right. Can they shift it? Riva. Pasquet! France are in the Cup semi-finals. Varian Pasquet with the winning try, and the Stade Ernest Vallon has gone absolutely bonkers.
Heartbreak for GB, an absolute joy on the French bench. Gutting They know how it feels to lose in the last play. But that man in shot has delivered a huge gift for his country and for the fans here. Un cadeau for everyone who has stayed in till the end of the day to see a brilliant display of rugby.
What a game to finish our Saturday night super session. France 17, Great Britain 12.